Do you think that film theory, like film studies, like cognitivism or French psychoanalysis, or Lacan thing, or things like that, is it possible to apply those theories to animated films?
I guess it was a pleasure and a pain that when I was in university, I mean, cultural studies was the big thing, and you could just apply these theories to anything. So I guess my problems with that approach was that it felt dishonest or impersonal, that it was distracting from what you actually feel about the experience you're having. It's kind of dehumanizing in a way. I just thought, why can't I just express how I feel?
Would you say that film criticism may be considered art?
Yeah, I think any criticism can be, or my favorite writers were music critics from the 1970s. This was in the United States, Richard Meltzer and Nick Tosches, and they would do things like review a record that they hadn't listened to. They would only review it based on the cover, or they'd cover a concert they didn't attend. I just thought that was so brilliant. I don't consider myself a critic at all. And if anybody calls me, I've seen it written sometimes where he's an animation historian or animation critic. I just hate this. It's like I'm not. I'm just writing. And I know when I'm programming, like ordering the films for the competition, which is like a choreography, that's that's my favorite part of the whole process is constructing this order and knowing you can kind of play with emotions too. People put a film that's one year I did put a film that was really hard on people. You cry, and then I followed it up with a really funny film. Just to have some fun with people's emotions. I don't believe in competition. I think these competitions at festivals are ridiculous, but we do it. I just look for films that there's just a fucking human being behind it. I honestly don't care about technique too much. It's what are you saying? Do you have anything to say? And I've found, especially early on, that the animation community was so fixated with technique, with the craft, non-narrative abstract works. I approach these films no different than I would a Tex Avery film. I mean, it's a feeling. The film is going to generate a feeling.
Can you tell a bit about this blog?
Yeah, I'd written something called The Animation Pimp, and it was really just about how I viewed my job. And then I don't remember how it went from there, but very quickly it became a monthly column or whatever you call it. Some people said, "Oh, you're being provocative." That was a word. And it's like, no, I'm just expressing my feelings. I'm not trying to provoke. I'm just giving you, it's almost like a diary inside the mind of somebody who just happens to work in the animation world.
Scenario for Theodor.
And there are things in that film that are completely based on my own life. Happy fucking birthday. Don't grow up too much. Animateka.